Welcome to Trending Niches episode number 40. This week I've got a ton of different sub-niches for you regarding back to school, which is the biggest trend right now on Amazon, and it usually lasts throughout most of August. And at the end I've also got some Redbubble niches and trends that are unrelated to back to school if you're more interested in that. By the way, I mentioned last week that I'm giving away free coaching sessions to anyone who signs up to my new free email newsletter, and I've now sent out the emails to all of the winners, so make sure to check out your inbox or your junk folder to see if I emailed you. And if you didn't receive an email, I'm really sorry. Maybe the chance will come around again in the future, and we might do these every few months. But if you still want to get coaching with me, I've now got a link to book one-on-one coaching calls on that same website, philipanders.com, where you signed up to the newsletter. You can do either 30 minutes or 60 minutes. You can get some direct feedback on your print-on-demand business and ask me any specific questions that you've got. But with that being said, let's jump into the Amazon trends. Starting it off, we've got my last first day, and this is a spin on the sentence first day of school. In this case, it is the first day of school for these people, but it is their last one because they're finishing during this year. So in most of these cases, we've got senior 2024 at the end of these designs, but that's not the only way you can use this phrase. There is some more unique examples to also niche further. So for example, we've got my last first day of elementary school, right? So you could do different types or levels of school. You could do my last first day of kindergarten, perhaps. That might be a different idea as well. Then one quick note is don't copy this design style. You see those colorful dots right here in between the letters, and that's of handwritten font. That is reminiscent of the Friends logo, popular TV show. So don't copy that style. You often see it doing well, but it's not allowed because it's too closely related to that show. Next up, something else that I saw is, if we scroll on a bit further, my last first day of school, #retiring. So that is targeting a teacher that is within their last year of teaching. So perfect example right there of how to use one of these trending phrases and approach just a different target group, right? And stand out a bit more and yeah, just niche down further. So take a look at this phrase. It's definitely trending right now, and there's various ways to spin it and target various different people with it besides just the seniors of 2024. Next up, we've got lunch lady. This is another trend thanks to back to school, and there's many different design styles that work well right here. We've got the messy hairbun designs, rainbow designs, or the groovy text, for example. Then there's various different phrases as well that you could use or take a look into. We've got lunch lady vibes. We've got I've never dreamed I would be a super cool lunch lady, but here I am killing it. I like this one as well. The colors of sort of yellow and pink stand out very well. Nice contrast, and it's another funny phrase to sort of take a look at. And yeah, I mean, interesting niche. Lunch lady designs can do well all year round, but for certain events like back to school, they're definitely going to do a lot better. Cafeteria crew as well. I've seen a few of these designs, which essentially would be a matching outfit for all of the lunch ladies, which is a really neat idea as well. Here we've got lunch lady off duty. So as you can see, it can sell well for various different events throughout the year. At the moment, it's back to school, which is in focus. Next up, we've got one of the best selling sub niches when it comes to back to school, and that is class of. That is usually followed by a year, but there is various different years that we can use here, and I will give you a brief explanation. So first of all, you're going to see a lot of designs selling that say class of 2024, and that is obviously for people that are going to finish or graduate next year, and they're sort of starting their last year of school right now. So class of 2024 senior is what we can see right here, and a lot of designs have also got the word mum mixed into it. So you could cross niche this with family members that are proud of their kids nearly finishing school or moving into their last year. We've also got this design right here, class of 2036, which alludes to kids that are currently starting school and that will finish way in the future. So they will actually graduate in 2036, which is a long way off. But that's also a popular sub-niche for this sort of class of topic. But that is not the only way to approach it. We've also got one design style right here, which really stood out to me. Officially a freshman, future class of 2027. So there we go. We can target lots of different years and also which sort of state they've moved into, whether it's freshmen. I don't know what they're all called, so don't ask me, that's American. But you can easily Google this and find out what the different levels are sort of called that people move into. And yeah, as you can see, we've got class of 2033 as well right here. And now we've also got them cross niche with various different topics like dinosaurs. So that is another way to spin it to target either boys or girls. You could mix it with various different interests. So definitely an interesting sub niche that is trending really well. I've been scrolling down for ages and we've still got extremely low BSRs and designs that are selling very, very well. I'm also seeing a lot of recent designs, a lot of 2023, 2022. So designs that have been posted throughout the last year but are still performing really well. So it's not impossible to join this trend and pick up some sales on the way. Trend number 4 is principles, and a lot of these principal themed designs actually are targeting assistant principals, but you could obviously also target the actual principals. It just seems that assistant ones seem to do better. If we scroll down a bit further, we can also see quite a few designs that say admin squad right here, which is another interesting sub niche that seems to be doing well. But overall, you can see right here a lot of assistant principal themed designs, a lot of them very colorful, a lot of messy hair buns, and designs that are aimed primarily at women. I couldn't see a male principal wearing these sorts of shirts at least, or wearing a t-shirt in general. That's probably less common, but with a woman you're more likely to see this. So definitely really interesting. What can we see right here? Principle within some inspiring words, caring, creative, engaging. That is a really cool design style that I haven't seen before, and that definitely stands out in these search results, and it sort of makes you take a second look, right? All of these other designs are relatively similar, however this one definitely makes you want to look at it and understand what it means with this red text being highlighted in the middle. So that is definitely a cool idea, and something to also consider for other niches that you're entering, where you might be able to combine various different words and highlight a word down the middle if possible. So interesting trend right here, principals and assistant principals, and it's doing really well right now thanks to back to school. Moving on from that, we've got ready to tackle, and that being mixed with different grades. Now this is not the hottest trend in terms of the BSR that show up right here, but I wanted to show it to you as an example for mixing back to school with sports. So in this case, we've obviously got baseball mixed with different grades, but you could do that with other topics as well and target, people that are really into their sports, that can't wait to get back to that, and that also want a back to school related t-shirt. So here's an example of a very cool phrase that you can easily use, but I would recommend looking into other sports as well that are very popular in the US and that might see a lot of interest when it comes to back to school designs. And next up, we've got a different trend on Amazon that is not related to back to school. This one is my boat doesn't run on thanks. And I noticed a ton of really brand new designs selling very, very well in this niche. There is a few older ones from like 2018, 2020, but they don't really have a ton of reviews by the looks of it. Not sure why this is trending, but there is a lot of designs right here with a 100k BSR, 200k BSR, and for the most part they're all fairly easy to create. So I wanted to shout this out to you, definitely worth checking out, and something you can also easily post onto other platforms where this might potentially be trending. So yeah, my boat is the last Amazon niche, and let's move on to Redbubble. The first trend I found for you is Lancashire Heeler. This is a dog breed, and I like pointing out these sort of sub niches for very popular evergreen niches because they're a good opportunity to get evergreen sales, right? And this one stuck out to me, and not just because it's trending, but also because I used to live in Lancashire, in Lancaster more specifically. So if anyone's watching, I mean, it would surprise me, but if anyone is watching from Lancaster or Lancashire, comment down below. I don't live there anymore, by the way, but I used to for a few years. So check out this dog-related niche. It's a dog breed I hadn't heard of, and it doesn't seem to be like massively popular because it does only have 230 results. Like, I'm sure if you typed in I don't know, golden retriever, you'd get thousands and thousands of results, but it is trending, so there is definitely interest for this dog breed, enough for it to be trending on Redbubble. And that means especially for like Q4, which is not too far off now, you're going to get a lot more sales in smaller, lower competition niches like this, because there is still a lot of people who will have this dog breed and be really passionate about it. Definitely a cool opportunity right here, so worth trying out. And obviously there's many dog designs out there, not just related to this dog, that you could use for inspiration. Yeah, you could perhaps even use AI to come up or help you come up with some graphics that look like this dog. If you are using Midjourney Leonardo, then that might be something to try out as well. Next up, we've got a micro niche called the breathing square, and this has got to do with meditation, I believe, because it says inhale, hold, exhale, and hold again, 4 seconds in the middle. So this is meant to help you with meditation, essentially. So really cool designs, not too complicated to create. I like the color scheme in these top ones. That does look really nice compared to like these sort of extremely bright pink, yellow and blue colors. So yeah, I mean, take a look at this niche. It is an interesting sub niche for a very popular topic of meditation. It's currently trending on Redbubble, as you can see right here, and it's got very low competition, so probably good potential as well on other print-on-demand platforms. Make sure to obviously include various different keywords that are actually related to meditation. I think, yeah, if you scroll down right here to related searches on Redbubble, you will see some good suggestions. Mental health, breathe, exhale, mindfulness is a good one, etc. So yeah, cool niche, check it out, and I hope you can get some sales. Next up, we've got another really small trend on Redbubble in terms of competition, and that is What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Only 43 results right here, and it is obviously a sub niche of Christianity. And yeah, really interesting phrase. This design at the start looks amazing in my opinion. Well, first of all, the font looks really good, and the layout is super interesting with these words right here. And I think the colors complement each other well. This orange next to the bright blue with these decorative elements. Just a really interesting layout in my opinion. That looks very good. We've got lots of other text-based designs, some of them more creative than others. A few of them are very hard to read, like this one in my opinion is hard to read, as well as this right here. The script font is a bit too thin and a bit too, I don't know, a bit too swirly. That makes it difficult to read. If we scroll down further, I also noticed another Friends inspired design right here with the red, blue and yellow dots. So do not copy that, but definitely do check out this niche. It is an interesting phrase that is fairly easy to put into a design. That one looks cool right here with this sort of flower floral object around the letters. Definitely a cool idea. And once again, scroll down to the bottom for some related keywords that will help you get found in search. And next up, we've got another evergreen topic that is trending on Redbubble, and that is book binding with 184 results. So a very small evergreen niche right here with some potential for sure. We've got some simple vintage sunset designs, a lot of simple text designs. I don't know what all of these are right here. They don't really seem related to book binding. I'm not sure where they're showing up, but there is various different phrases that are quite funny and evergreen worthy. Although a lot of the designs, in my opinion, are a bit bland, so you can probably do a better job right there. Introverted but willing to discuss bookbinding. That phrase can often do well in many different niches. I'm definitely selling a lot of designs with that phrase on it. So yeah, check out this niche. It's an interesting one that's got evergreen potential and currently trending on Redbubble. So good to get into these sorts of niches, especially leading up to Q4. Which often holds a lot more sales when it comes to these sorts of niches. If you want to get some niche suggestions for autumn, so the upcoming 3 months, then make sure to watch this video next, where I've got a ton of different ideas for you.